back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay.
Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Lambeau.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They begin with a run by Miller. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A first down carry now for Miller. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The connection made. It's Graham. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now back to throw. Underneath for Miller. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10
at the 34.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, this defense for the Saints, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now receiver in motion left. And it's caught. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Completion left side to Miller. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You look at this Packers defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back. Unsuccessfully.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
7-7, our score after one. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Glove.
And he's caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on third down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run over center with Mitchell.
And he's brought down.
50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
No one wants to see that drop, but I guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the Saints 42-yard line.
Throwing. Love. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down the right sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that red from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. It was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few. There he goes, left side. rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. On play action, Love to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
It's Roger McCreary with a pick.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
At the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll try the right side here with Miller. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Off the play fake, Love. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Final play of the half. Love. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 58 yards.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown, but he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Now Carlson for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Packers 21, Saints 17.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Lucas Van Ness in there on the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try to chip someone at the second level.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That third down conversion good for 23.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
It's the Washington yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
2nd and 11. Olave holds it in. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Olave over the middle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He's got it. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Miller.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And they'll give Miller another crack. And this time he is in.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Back now at Lambeau, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. And Dillon going to pick up a Packers 1st down up to the 47-yard line.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And now Love going to change things up. 1st down, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
139 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, you can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Come on, set.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On the handoff, Mitchell. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints 34. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on third down. Once again, it's Mitchell. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And now here's another interception. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain this. There he goes, left side. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
It's caught outright by Graham.
The first down pass. Complete to number 6. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd and 3. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now 2nd and 3. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here with Miller. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. On 3rd down, Miller. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout As the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Love looking to throw it.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Caden Stearns. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee.